Montauk residents are gathering for an anti-hate rally after swastikas were found painted across their community. You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Macy Egland. Anti-Semitic vandalism has been found all over Montauk. The community now preaching a message of hope, support, and tolerance.
Look at your neighbors and friends coming out to share light in the face of darkness. This is what our community is about.
Residents held signs that read "No place for hate" and "Montauk strong." The anti-Semitic graffiti was found at Ditch Plains Beach, in a parking lot, and other locations. Investigators are checking surveillance video to help identify the suspects, and police are asking anyone with information on this to contact them. That number is on your screen, 631-537-7575. The Nassau County Legislature has approved a $4.1 billion budget. It includes adding 10 police officers and 2 assistant district attorneys. The Nassau Interim Finance Authority, or NIFA, says it could have a deficit of up to $72 million. Now, NIFA must now sign off on the new budget at the next meeting. Development and the EPCAL site are just 2 of the hot-button issues in Riverhead right now. I caught up with Tara Smith for the story you'll see only in Newsday.
We are going town by town, highlighting the different issues voters are concerned with as they head to the polls this year. Tara Smith covers Riverhead for us. And Tara, we know the EPCAL project has been a debate in Riverhead for years now.
Yeah, Riverhead since 2018 has been trying to close a deal to sell 1,600 acres at a former Navy site in Calverton to a venture group that wants to develop some aerospace and technology at the site. Residents are really concerned about 2 runways on the property that are included in the sale. The developer has made some references to using those runways to fly in cargo for companies like Amazon, even though there's no deal yet. That has residents concerned about noise and pollution, so they're really looking to their elected officials for some leadership on that issue.
What other concerns have you been hearing during your reporting in Riverhead?
I think development is on a lot of people's minds. This ranges across town from the downtown area, where there are a lot of apartments proposed, to more agricultural areas of town where there are a lot of industrial warehouse proposals and solar projects and things like that. Some have even called for a moratorium on industrial proposals in Calverton.
And you mentioned that their comprehensive plan has not been updated in a while.
Yeah, the comprehensive plan was last updated in 2003, so Riverhead is undertaking this project to update it so it reflects modern day uses and what the town is like now. I think residents are hoping that the elected officials get it right, because it will guide development in the town for the next 20 years or so.
Yeah, it will definitely be important. Thank you, Tara.
Thank you.
Read more about the issues in Riverhead and what matters in your town on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. The Metro card will be sticking around for a little bit longer. The MTA says transit riders will be able to use their Metro cards for at least another 18 months. The Metro cards are being phased out and will eventually be replaced by the OMNY card. Vending machines for those were activated at 10 subway stations today. Well, Newsday has taken home an Emmy for a story about a high school wrestler overcoming the odds. This is Dunia Zibomana Rodriguez. He survived a near-death experience in the Congo, a chimpanzee attack as a child. He's now a champion wrestler in Long Beach. You can watch Dunia's full story on Newsday.com. Well, one Islander is hitting a big milestone today. Swastikas will be playing in his 753rd NHL game tonight. This pushes him past Hall of Famer Mike Bossy for 9th in games played for the Islanders. Swastikas has been on the island now his entire career. Well, even though it feels like summer just ended, Jones Beach has announced his first 2 concerts for next summer. New Kids on the Block and Leonard Skinner with ZZ Top will be taking the stage in August. Tickets for both shows go on sale on Friday. Let's talk about your forecast for Long Island. Definitely not feeling like summer. No, it is cold tonight, around 41 degrees with some showers. Tomorrow for Halloween, not too bad. Partly cloudy, around 50 degrees. We'll take a look at your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
The new head of Brookhaven National Lab is settling into her new job after breaking the glass ceiling. Sherry Einhorn has the story you'll see only in Newsday.
You're basically on call 24/7. There's a lot to do. There's a parade of people coming through your office wanting stuff all day long.
Meet Joanne Hewitt, the new lab director at Brookhaven National Laboratory. She's the first female director in the lab's 76-year history.
Well, it's never a goal. I wanted to be a practicing physicist.
She was originally a math major and didn't take her first physics class until sophomore year of college.
I was 6 weeks into it, and I knew this is what I wanted to do, because you could take all of this stupid math that I was learning and actually use it for something. You could use it to explain how the universe works, and there's just not a job that's cooler than that.
After grad school, she wanted to be a professor, so she applied to Stanford University.
I chose the field of theoretical high-energy physics, which is the single most difficult field in order to get a job. There were 350 applicants for my position, and I just feel very fortunate to have landed the job. It was the only job offer I ever got.
Hewitt is a theoretical physicist with a PhD.
The number of women graduating with PhDs in physics is the same now as when I graduated 35 years ago.
That number is the same?
Yes, can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
No, I can't.
About 30,000 students come through the lab every year from every age group. Hewitt says it is especially important to get girls interested in science at an early age.
Women can do it. You really have to prove yourself harder.
Now that Hewitt is in the top spot here at BNL, she admits there's no time for research, but she says she's comfortable with that choice.
In management, I'm actually contributing more to science now than I was by my individual contributions. I think one more paper by Joanne Hewitt does not make as much difference as getting a new science program funded at the lab.
At Brookhaven National Laboratory, I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
You can watch part 2 of our special look at BNL tomorrow and read more about it on our website, newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
High School Sports is sponsored by PC Richard & Son.
I'm Carissa Kelman. We begin with a pivotal game in Suffolk's Division II football, North Babylon and West Babylon. Jawara Keehee carried North Babylon to a big win. Take a look, breaking tackles all the way to the end zone. Long Island's leading rusher had another monster game. He ran for 220 yards on 22 carries and scored 4 touchdowns. For West Babylon, QB Elijah Outlaw hit Thomas Rocco Mandato for this touchdown as time wound down, but it was too little, too late. The Bulldogs beat the Eagles 35-28.
We just kept on running, blocking hard and everything. We kept opening up the holes, and I just be creative, and my other running back too.
How did you see your line help you out today to get those runs going?
They blocked for me, they work extra hard. They always open up holes every game.
The win moved North Babylon to 7-1. They are now the top seed headed into the playoffs, hosting Deer Park in a quarterfinal next week. West Babylon, now 6-2, will host Northport. And it was a thriller in Suffolk's Division III as Half Hollow Hills West beat West Hampton. I was there as quarterback Joseph Filardi logged 601 yards. It was one of the most historic performances by a quarterback in Long Island history. Two teams at 5-2 searching for a top playoff spot. This one wasn't going to be easy. Hills West junior quarterback Joseph Filardi opens the scoring with a touchdown strike to Michael Redd. But West Hampton quarterback Will Gambino answers with this pass to Heath Sumwalt, and he takes it 40 yards. The extra point ties the score at 7. And it's going back to Hills West. This time Filardi finds Jesse Brooks for another score. But West Hampton's Nolan Michalowski is out to prove he's unstoppable. He puts up 2 back-to-back touchdown runs to give the Hurricanes a 2-score lead.
Filardi cuts the deficit down to 1 score with this keeper, but Michalowski is a force Hills West struggles to stop. He adds 2 more rushing touchdowns in the third quarter as West Hampton leads 35-20. But don't count out Filardi and the Colts just yet. It's the fourth quarter and he's just getting started. Filardi connects with Mason Reich on this 29-yard pass. Michalowski scores 1 final run to put the Hurricanes up 42-27. Filardi then scores his own run, and get this, the first punt of the game comes from West Hampton with 5 minutes left. Hills West will take over at its own 19, and Filardi finds Michael Redd again to make it 42-40 with 3 minutes left. West Hampton is forced to punt again, and Filardi is prepared to take the lead. His final pass finds the hands of Anthony Rayo for a touchdown with 13 seconds left. He adds the 2-point conversion pass to Mason Reich as Hills West defeats West Hampton 48-42. Filardi totaled an astounding 601 yards, completing 36 of his 56 passes and rushing 31 times for 245 yards.
Trying to be a play creator and just do what I can do to help my team win and just put points on the board for us.
A really good player. He sees the field well. He understands what they're trying to do against him, and he finds those holes, and he really doesn't get us into trouble, which keeps us moving the ball.
For more on these teams and more exclusive local sports stories, go to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
I found my voice in broadcast television. I tell stories through my perspective and proud of who I am. I am thrilled to serve as your weekday morning anchor for Newsday TV.
Newsday, covering Long Island like no one else can.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Macy Eglund. Thanks for joining us. We'll leave you with a look at your 7-day forecast.